There are two deadly pieces of evidence, the figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of this situation through one of those. The gavel is already in the judge's hand, Phoenix, hurry. This must be it. This is it right here. This is where it diverges. I've never been more sure of that than I am right now. But, oh, I would have thought that the decision would revolve around something a little bigger than just buying time to defend a killer for a little bit longer, but yet, oh, which of these should I pursue? Well, the figurine has already been talked about. There's nothing more to really... Well, the thing is, the figurine was found by the door. Why is that? Why was it by the door? Like, somebody put it there from the other room because they were locked inside. I would assume. Because that's all they could do, and they might probably put it there deliberately. Because maybe somehow they knew about the suicide. Oh. I really don't understand why it was by the door, and that's driving me crazy, and I sure hope, I really, really hope that there's a reason why it was next to the door. Because if it turns out that there was no reason for that, and it was just, oh, they just put it there for no reason, then I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. So in that case, I want to say I don't want to say the suicide note, because I feel like that's, if we start trying to pick that apart, then Adrian's gonna hate us for it. Plus, it's gonna destroy her. I'm gonna go with the figurine. I'm going with the figurine. Please wait, Your Honor. Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it. Yes, I am. You don't know. You people don't know what's going on right now. It's like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook. The assassin took this with him from the crime scene after murdering Mr. Corrida. Yeah, he did. At the request of his client, of course. So what's your point, Mr. Wright? I don't think it's possible that Mr. DeKiller's client was Matt Engard. In fact, I think there is a contradiction here. You can't tell just by looking at it that this bear is really a jewelry box. The chances that Matt Engard thought the note was inside this bear are zero. That's what I was saying earlier. Matt doesn't even know about the suicide note, right? Because, yeah, she was writing all those terrible things about him. She wouldn't have told him before that she was going to write those things. And Juan probably didn't tell him. Did Adrian tell him? Exactly, but I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. After all, there's no reason why Mr. Engard would ever want a jewelry box like this. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, he is pretty feminine, if you know what I mean. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? I don't know. I'm just gonna tap my finger and wait and see. It was just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one. Unfortunately... Unfortunately what? Unfortunately what? I can't press the button. I can't do it. I can't finish this game, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. There we go. I think he believes differently. Differently than what? Than me? I believe a show of appreciation is in order. What? Is this where Edgeworth finally comes out with his big reveal or whatever is going on here? The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. Yeah. I would like to direct the court's attention to this. Yeah! What is this? It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. Spying? What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession. Nope, we're doing this together. Matt Engard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. The victim Juan Corrida was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt Engard. Oh. He's gonna bring up more evidence to just pile onto. If anything, though, this at least gets the audience riled up against him. Yes, Your Honor? Don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities. I'm gonna be in so much crap at the end of this, you know it? Well, sort of. Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. I see you were confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. Was there another one? But this camera that I have is not that same one! What? Last night I searched the victim's house on a hunch. The victim's house? Wait a minute. So Juan's house. We haven't seen Juan's house. Using this, yeah. Oh, that's what he was doing with it. Ugh. I was wondering that too. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera. He had one at his house, too? Well, Phoenix. It looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh? What am I supposed to say to that evidence? I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Matt Engard learned of the suicide note through this. Did he? He was watching the victim all along. Ooh. But... you know, what's that lawyer thinking? Mommy, is that man the bad killer guy? Shush, stop, don't look at him. The way he's sweating is just so ew, nasty. Yeah, by now I've probably sweated buckets. Phoenix. Yes, Chief. Have you figured out what you're going to do next yet? What I'm going to do next? Does running away like a frightened child work? I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. What? What is it, Mia? There is a piece of evidence that he really should investigate. I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance. Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? Because if she gave me the answer, there would be no game. Alright, I think this time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you? What is this piece of evidence that Mia is talking about? Can I figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at? Or should I let it go? There has to be something. Mia wouldn't say there was if there wasn't. I have an objection, Your Honor. the audience has got to be going crazy right now. That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright. I know, because... Oh. Your Honor, the defense has no intentions of letting this go so easily. You're beginning to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. What? In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Hey, isn't that what I just said? So, you're telling me that I forgot something? You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth, and yet so far. There's something you really should have examined about this piece of evidence. Oh! Great! Great! Thank God this is not a one-shot deal. Alright, so what did we forget? The suicide note. Lotta's photo. Nah. No. Seashell. The victim at the time of the murder. Miss Andrews was carrying it. What have we, like, what is the story so far here? Man, I'm combing through my hair trying to, like, stimulate electricity in my brain. It makes me feel so high. What is this video up to right now? Oh, just past 2 hours, like literally the second that I looked. It was a 2:00:02 when I looked. I'm actually looking at this, and I think it might be the figurine. Because they updated the figurine in the court record a minute ago. It says here, only Corita and Andrews know how to open it. Well, so let's say that Matt did get the bear straight back from the killer. He wouldn't know how to open it. It says only Corita and Andrews know how to open it. And Corita's dead. So that would leave only Andrews knowing how to open it. Okay, let's try this again without the burp. Just had to grab myself some cookies. Take a small break. I'm still leaning towards the figurine heavily. I still don't see anything else that it could really be. And I looked everything over fairly well, I think. Well, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, I do believe some special examination is needed. Oh no, he's going to say special examination is needed in my head. But I think the item that should be examined is the defense's gray matter. Shit! Whoops! Mr. Wright, after this trial is over, I would like to see you in my chambers. I think there were a few things we need to discuss. Oh no! That wasn't it? Yes, Your Honor. If you want to speak, at least use your brain to make up something intelligible. So you're telling me that I forgot something? You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't make believe like we just went back in time to earlier in the conversation. It's not gonna kill me for this one. If I mess it up again, but... I looked over everything else, and unless there's like... What was the other thing that kinda... Okay, it gave me the option earlier to say either the suicide note or the bear. Well, those have both led to the same question, and then I just had to choose the other one, maybe? I feel so stupid right now, but I'm gonna try this. That is Miss Anpak's suicide note, right? Who knows? Who knows? What? I mean, sure, this suicide note was found inside this bear. But this bear was in my possession until a few moments ago. Which means... the handwriting on the suicide note has yet to be analyzed. What? So... as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Inpex or not. Oh my god. Are you telling me somebody would fake a suicide note? That is really messed up. If somebody would do that. Mr. Wright, you can't seriously be... Mr. Wright! Are you saying the suicide note is a fake? Miss Andrews. You were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. OnGuard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into this bear? How dare you! And her glass is going to explode again. Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There's no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. Are you sure? But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. What? Because she's the only one who knew how to open the door. Boom, there goes those glasses again. Ugh. You wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame that on guard. I did no such thing. Right, if you're going to pronounce the suicide note as fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory. I don't have to. I just know it is. No. Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. Oh! Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on the suicide note? It is as the defense has stated. The handwriting is yet to be analyzed. If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible. Impossible! Impossible! This isn't good, Phoenix. The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day. But we're about to find her in like 10 minutes here, aren't we? We just told Gumshoe about the tent and everything. And the 3rd floor. I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. Somebody's pulling up out there. Hey, stop playing your music. I got a microphone going here. I'm gonna get copyright strings. I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I requested both the prosecution and defense further investigate. Handwriting analysis, my butt! Oh, I thought that was the judge saying that. Oh my god. That was the audience. I think we've reached the end of the line. Guilty, guilty, guilty! Guilty, guilty, guilty! Guilty, guilty, guilty. I'm waiting for someone to say not guilty. You know, like that 1 out of... Here comes Gumshoe. What is that sound? It's Gumshoe. Huh! He's got her. Hello, Gumshoe? Oh, no! No, no, no! What is with him, and what's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened? Did you kill her? He got away. What? No! I'm sorry, pal, I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was some way I could make it up to you, I really do. Anyway, what's going on? We found his hideout, pal. But the 2 of them were already gone. This is terrible. I'm going to keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time. But don't tell me we don't have any more. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Guilty, guilty. Oh man, can you hear that, Gumshoe? You hear that? Do you hear that? They're calling for his head. Mr. Wright, I can't. For us to come this far and... Let's just get the guy pronounced guilty. How's he gonna know anyway? You know? Oh! What is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth. I can't do that! Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor, but you have no idea what's going on right now. I'm about to enter today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after. Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch! Take that! Whoa, that was so cool! A little cell phone animation. Don't think I missed that. Mr. Edgeworth? What is he gonna know? Please, you've got to buy us more time! Court is in session. Beep. I'm sorry, Your Honor, you were saying? Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but just tell him what's going on. Jeez. I'm reluctant to do this, however. It appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow. Oh, fuck. The thing is, this game is taking us so close to the edge of defeat that I don't even know when actual defeat. Like, when I see it, it's like I'm not even gonna believe it. Because I don't believe it now. Oh! Oh! Who's here? What? What's going on? I humbly request another 30 minutes of your Honor's time. For what purpose? We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? I believe we can, Your Honor. Am I gonna have to play some minigame to do this? No, this isn't Professor Layton, seriously. But not that I've ever played that, but that's what I get the feeling that's what they would do. Wouldn't it be better if we adjourn for today and then reconvene tomorrow? 30 minutes. Please, Your Honor. That's all I'm asking for. Please, Your Honor. Doesn't he notice something weird about us teaming up like this? Like, ugh. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today. I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us. The court will now take its final recess of the day. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my god, no to be continued? No save point? Wait, maybe there's just a conversation out here. Right, well, what's going on with my situation? To kill her, it looks like he got away again. 30 minutes, we can't find her in that time. Oh, report. Oh, is that Mr. Edgeworth? We don't have time, just spit it out. Right, it looks like we just missed him, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away. A few things? Can we use any of them as evidence? Ho ho ho, I thought you'd ask, pal. What? I've got the things he left with me right now and I'm on my way over. Good. Speed! Put the pedal to the metal! That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first. We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. What? Oh, Gumshoe. Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now. Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this. With my hunk of junk car, I'd say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me. Alright, just get here in one piece. I'm on a mission, and no one can stop me now, sir. No one! I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light. Gumshoe, don't you do that! It's items left by the murderer, though, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. But the trial is... Oh, no. Did he just get in a wreck? No one can stop. He's got in a wreck. Gumshoe just got in a wreck. Oh my god. I've seen him in the future games, so I know he doesn't die. Unless the bad ending is that he dies, but... what was he thinking? We've got to hurry and call for help. But we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them. No! We can't let that happen. It's crazy taxi time. Well, if there's a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance. Not really. He said he would take 20 minutes to get here, and that's running all the red lights. It would take us 20 minutes to get to him, and another 20 minutes to get back. Is there any way to find out exactly where he is? There has to be. Do I have that little thing? No, that wouldn't work. Is there a way? I don't want to say there is a way and then start sifting through evidence and not find anything. But there has to be a way. Let me just look. What is that thing that Von Karma... Didn't Von Karma have a tracking device? Because she was following him around? Maybe that's what it is. Transmitter. That has to be it. That's seriously. Why are you bringing up Francisco at a time like this? Because, oh, I see. I'll try to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have. Yes. Francisca, you're gonna save us. Will she even want to help us? Edgeworth. What is it? I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty. But what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death. Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears, whether you did your job well or not. That can only be seen after the verdict has been decided. The verdict. Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here? Yes, bailiff. There is a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent. Since they're probably finished with the handwriting analysis, I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do. Oh, frick, what the frick, man? Dude! Oh. Yes, save. Don't go into some action sequence either now. Okay, good. Alright. Just stopping here. Any last words before I get off of here? Because there's so much shit going through my mind right now, I don't even know. I still, even now, I still think that that bear was left by the door deliberately. Like, that there is a reason that bear was left by the kitty door. I think someone was locked in that room. Well, you know, I was saying before that maybe Adrian was locked in there. What if all this time Adrian's been held hostage and being forced to... Because her actions haven't been making a lot of sense, like, as far as whether or not she really wants to implicate Matt, because she keeps saying this stuff about burning the note, like she wants to protect him. I mean, she knew what the note said, right? That it said all this bad stuff about him. You know, like, maybe this whole thing happened some other time, and Celeste, and Adrian was where Maya is now. Like, because she still said, she made a reference to last time, as in, like, maybe last time he did this. I can't even pin the thoughts down with words right now. They just keep slipping through my fingers, like Titus says in that one cutscene. Anyway, next time on Phoenix Wright, I guess we're going to finish this up, but holy shit, man. Alright, see you guys later.